Women want toxic men to use them and then leave her and exit. We have nice guys who will often be the one who will receive women who have been used by the toxic men. Like a toxic guy will sleep with that lady, he will use her, and then the lady will want him to leave so that she can date a good guy for a committed relationship. So the good guy will end up receiving the leftover. When you are a toxic guy, you are the guy who can confer the benefit of maybe dating and maybe having fun with her. She needs to know that you are toxic. So you are capable of inflicting costs. She just needs to look for a way to tame you. Like the toxic men are tameable. And women know how to manage these toxic men. But these toxic men, again, they just need to conquer to get the benefit of sleeping with her and then leaving, because she has a way of taming you and coping up with you for her to be with you. The cost is the harm. The good guy is the guy who can confer the benefit by dating her and even sleeping with her. They lack the capability of inflicting the cost. They are often identified as maybe a potential partner in the near future, but the toxic guy is just around for a period of time. She is using naivety to gain experience through a toxic guy. So from 18 to 25 years old, she just needs that toxic guy so that she can deal with her naivety. Those who try to vilify women, you are so bad in your character and your behavior, and now that you became better, the same women don't want to date you. They reject you. Now that you are vilifying her, it is a confirmation that you do not know where you belong. They fulfill a certain deficit deep down in her, and according to her, that is a confirmation of love. It's not the right thing to do. And I am not encouraging men to act that way. But I want you to understand this information as it is. Once she will be in her 26th, 27th, and she is single, she will now slowly get rid of the toxic guy because she has had enough experience. She wants you to exit, leave her, and totally ignore her after you've already used her, because she only needs the experience. Dealing with the experience is just a way of, I want to experience more. And know that she is totally unaware of your character. She is fully aware of your character. I wanted to clarify something about naive women that are easy to manipulate. These women are totally different with the women who want you for a different purpose. This one, maybe you can manipulate her, and maybe you can lie to her, and because she has never experienced that character from a different guy, she's just experiencing it from you, it will be easier for you to lie to her. Let's talk about men who are on high demand, but they are toxic. Like, women perceive them as potential partners. They commit to these men, and they are aware of these men's characters. Women end up dating them and sleeping with them and even committing to them. We are done with the naive women. We are with women who want to commit to these men. They will even have a successful marriage or relationship with these men. And these same toxic men are on a high demand. Toxic and bad boys provides a sense of safety. These women allow the toxic men to craft a certain sense in their head that they can navigate life challenges without these men. It's not that they can't do it, but they are much happier to allow that guy craft that belief and that sense in her head. So she has a feeling that when I face a certain challenge in my life, and I am going through a lot, I can navigate and go through this without him. Women are always looking for something that can cause harm, and it can just be a sense in her head or a feeling. So according to her, a toxic man projects an image of being strong and capable. and she will be shielded from harm in potentially dangerous situations. This man is harmful but manageable. He can still sleep around with other women, but I can manage him. Remember, it's not all the time women prefer controlling men. The motive behind it is money. No? A woman chooses and prefers to receive a certain vibration and energy from a man. She knows which vibration of energy from a different gender is important to her. So this guy, he lacks the money, but he gives her a sense of controlling me is a confirmation that he is looking out for me. The same time he is a pushover, but then he needs things to be done in a certain way, and he needs to push her and consistently control her so that she can do things the way he wants her to do them. When she meets with a guy who just let her be and do things as a mature lady according to her senses and how she perceives the reality, this guy doesn't really care about her and he doesn't want the best for her, for he is not consistently controlling her and pushing her over to do things in a way he wants things to be done. So money doesn't really have to be involved. What matters is which energy are you vibrating on, and does she value that energy in her life? For the energy that you give her will cause a certain sense in her head, and she will perceive the reality in that lens. Her father wasn't around, right? Because he was consistently busy providing for the family. She thinks that her father never cared. That is why he was never around. And now there is a guy who is always controlling her. You are the guy who is in love. I want you to understand this. Money can also control that lady if she used to receive less from her parents, because that is what her father could afford. According to her, he never cared for her. Women are always identifying threats. They can easily see that threat. Finally, love bombing partners in exchange for lust. These are the men who can easily manipulate women in the act of showing love, and she consistently believes that it's love, but she also has a sense that maybe it's not love, it's use, but she will still commit to this guy. I was having a conversation with my friend. She's so in love with this guy. She really cares about this guy. She can do anything for this guy, okay? But most of the time, the guy is always controlling her. And sometimes he ends up even abusing her. Like a little disagreement, he slaps her, okay? And that is toxic. Instead of fighting physically, I prefer having a conversation with each other. Remember, she can do anything for this guy. So I tried to understand why she is still entertaining this guy around. And then I realized that her family, her father, her mom, they had a very toxic relationship with each other. Up to date, their families still fight. And I think because she is used to that, and she thinks that is love, that is why she's so deeply in love with this guy, and she believes that is genuine love. So one day I tried to have a conversation with the guy so that he can behave better. He told me, sorry about the lighting, he told me I am not his mother and I should mind my own business, and the lady is happily married and actually dwell in other people's affairs. But I told the guy, in the near future, when this lady will come to a realization, she might end up even exiting and leaving you. But the guy told me, I can just still get another lady. It doesn't matter. Either she stays or she leaves. I'm willing to get another woman. According to her, love is control, love is being abused, love is being disrespected, and love is maybe someone just messing up with you, and that is okay with her.